How's it going, everyone? So we're out here, day 2. Good day. We're going to be splitting these hives that are ready. There'll be 6 of them total. 2 of the ones I went through yesterday, I didn't feel they were quite ready for it. So they're going to be hives that I take frames from to fill up these nukes back here. They're little 5-frame nukes. And I've got some double nukes that will be getting used too. They're 4 frames over 4 frames, side by side. So, as you might be able to tell, it is another windy day here in northeast Oklahoma. And I'm on the back side of the building trying to start the video without you having to listen to the wind. All I got to do today is pop that top box, put it on a pallet that's on the trailer, and seal it up and take it to my property. So that'll be pretty quick. I'll just be popping that off, putting it on a pallet, putting the empty box on top of it, on top of the existing hive to give them room to grow, sealing them back up and going and doing the other ones. The other ones are going to be fun. I've got to pull my trailer by hand through the field because of the rain we had last couple days has made that field a soggy mess, and I really don't want to get my truck stuck out there to leave ruts for the farmer that hay these fields. But I wanted to go over the birth cycle of the queen. Normally there's many ways to raise queens. You can graft. All you do is pull the appropriate size larva out of a cell, put it in a queen cup, let the worker bees draw that into a queen cell. The way I'm doing it is they're going through it yesterday. I know the upper box has what they need to make a queen. They've got eggs, they've got young larvae. Normally you try to pick a 3-day-old egg. Well, after it's hatched, 3 days from when it's laid, you want to pull that larva and make a queen. But I'm letting the bees do it. They know which ones they want to use. They're better than me right now. I haven't done any queen grafting, so. But I do have a spreadsheet. I'll try to get a close up of this. But I got this from Ian Stepler from a Canadian beekeeper's blog on YouTube. All I do is input the date that I'm splitting the hive, or I make a split from a frame. I put that date in here and it pretty much fills in the rest of the days and gives me a target of what to expect and when to expect it. So I'm making the splits today, today. So on April 29th, I got the wrong date in here, so April 29th is 12 days from the time I took the hive away to another location. They know they become queenless. They start basically franticking making another queen. So in 12 days I should be able to go in the hive. So with this sheet, I've got it in Excel. I like Excel. So Ian's got it on paper and just slide rules. He calls it a slide rule because he's got dates printed out. He just moves that date to where he needs. But with this, I'm able to know when a queen cell is going to be capped. This is more for grafting when you need to transfer those cells, etc. But in 5 days I know the queen cell is going to be capped. In 12 days that queen should hatch. 18 days from today she should be going out. Hopefully it's not windy like this. They have a hard time in the wind getting back. But in 18 days she should be flying out to get mated with mini drones. 23 days she should begin laying, and in 30 days I should see brood, cap brood in the hive. So I auto-populate this. I make many different sheets or different spreadsheet books for it, for whatever I do. If I'm pulling a frame and sticking it in one of these hives, I know from that day that I pulled that frame what to expect. So it's pretty handy. If anybody would like the spreadsheet, ask. I can figure out how to send it to you. I like Excel. I like being able to make it do the rest of the stuff that it needs to do. So it's pretty handy. It gives you a guideline of what to expect when you go into Hive and look. So in a week from today I'll go in these 6 hives and look to see if there's a queen cell. If there's not, I'll come to one of my other hives, find an appropriate frame that they'd be able to draw a queen cell from, take that to the other hive, let them try again, put a new date, make a new sheet, put a new date in there, go in there accordingly to see what they're doing. I'm not the best at explaining stuff. I know how to do it, but I'm not a good teacher. I'm good at hands-on. I can watch over your shoulder, that type of thing, show you, but trying to explain something isn't my forte. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. But we're going to go ahead, get these hives split, get them taken out to my property, and see what else comes of the day. I appreciate everybody that watches. I'm just doing this YouTube thing to document stuff for my son that he'll be able to look back on years down the road and go, oh yeah. So, and document the progress of the land as we go along, clearing it out, building. So I'm not just looking at it going, ain't nothing done. I can look back on videos and go, yeah, hey, quite a bit has been done, but I still got a lot to do. So I'll go ahead and end this part of it, go get my suit on, and get these hives split, get them put back together, get the original hive put back together so they can grow, make some honey this year. I'm really going to like the hives out at my property. I don't have a lot of farming in that area, but there are a lot of wildflowers, and the wildflower honey is phenomenal around here. Something about it is just perfect. The hives I have here, we're surrounded by agriculture, and a lot of the stuff they're been growing the last few years is canola, and canola honey crystallize. It's still good, but canola honey crystallizes real quick. I've got honey that I pulled 3 years ago, wildflower honey from around my house, and it's still liquid. The honey I pulled last year in this area from out here, the canola crystallize within 3 months, 3-4 months. So I don't know, I like the diversity. Bees, they really love the canola. It makes them grow big time. So, and causes them to swarm real quick, because they do get an abundance of honey, nectar, pollen, and nectar is honey, turns into honey. But okay, I keep rambling. I'm usually not much of a talker, but I am starting to enjoy doing these videos. I feel like I'm getting a little more comfortable doing it. But anyway, I'll give a close-up of this sheet and we'll go over and get this stuff done for today. So I don't know how well it's going to show up on here. Well, it's all on my work computer, and my work computer's at work, and I'm off today. Taking a vacation day to get this stuff done. But in this gray cell is the, yeah, I got the date right. I put the date that I do the split or whatever I'm doing. So that's day 0. 12 days from today's date. Follow it over. Its queen should hatch 18 days. She should be out mating. Yeah, she should be out mating. And then 23 days. Follow it over and go up. She should begin laying. You should be able to go in the hive and start seeing eggs in there. So the big day is the 30 days. If the queen doesn't mate right, you'll be able to tell by the cap cells if she's a drone layer or if she's a viable queen. So pretty handy. Like I said, if anybody wants it, I'll try to figure out a way to get it to you. Okay, let's get this job done. Well, I got them off the trailer. I've only opened up 3 so far, but these girls are feisty. Opened 3 of them up about a half hour ago, and boy, let me tell you, glad I had all this stuff on. They come boiling out of the hive, wanting my blood. So I got 3 of them opened. I'm gonna go open the other 3 up here in a second. So I'm still wearing stuff for my own protection. They are not happy, and I'm just hoping the other ones settle down before I open them up. But as I said earlier, I don't explain things very well. 3 to 4 days after an egg is hatched that the queen is laid, the worker bees will draw a queen cell from that. And I'll insert a video from last year of one I found right here. So that's a queen cell. That's got a queen developing inside. What they do is they enlarge the cup, the cell, feed it massive amounts, for bees, massive amounts of royal jelly, and the queen, the larva eats on that and becomes a queen. So if you saw the video from this morning on bee prep or bee split prep, you've seen that picture of the queen, her elongated abdomen. That allows her to get all the way down to the bottom of the cell to lay an egg. So 3 to 4 days after an egg is hatched, that's the proper age for queen cell development. So they enlarge the cell, it eats, 12 days later, queen hatches. Pretty fascinating because the worker bee actually takes 20 some days. I haven't looked at these numbers in a while, so. But anyway, I'm gonna go open these other 3 up, see how pissy they get, and be right back. Well, that wasn't too bad, but the same ones that are buzzing me here, or were buzzing me here, they followed me over there, still buzzing me. So those hives are here. I got different plans for the one I got at my house. That's gonna be, I'm gonna be doing, try to start some grafting maybe off that one. That hive is phenomenally strong. May just do some walkaway splits, I don't know yet. I probably don't have time this year to get into grafting, but it's something I'm going to do eventually. And I'm going to go ahead and end this. So you've seen how quick second day goes. Pop the box off, put it on, whatever, take it away, seal it up, bring it to where you want to go. So they say 3 feet. If you move more than 3 feet, you need to move it 3 miles. From where I work to here, it's a good 10-15 miles, so we're good on that. But anyway, just thought I'd show you the second day of how easy it is. The first day takes longer, of course. Second day, if you're ready and don't forget or have to pull a trailer across the field and then forget stuff in the truck and forget stuff on the trailer, it goes relatively fast. I'm gonna have to think of something different for that field. I know there's probably an easier way, get a four-wheeler to pull the trailer or move the hives. I wanted them over there on that tree line. Keep them out of the hay field so the farmer can get some hay out of there. But anyway, until the next one, I hope you all have a great day and plant some flowers for the bees.